it is often a better choice to go down the middle to see what, like, choosing one side of the extreme or the other is never the right path, in my opinion. Now, this particular quest did not have a middle of the road option. I would say the closest it has to middle of the road is keeping the Lazarus plant, but everyone so far has reacted as though that's the wrong decision. Well, fuck you. It was my decision to make, and if you didn't want me to make that decision, you should have been more adamant about it. For the record, I do like that quest in the sense of how it kind of hinges all the final decisions on you, the protagonist of the game. But more importantly, those decisions really do theoretically matter.
Dust off complete.
Even though they don't, from a game perspective, the quest is over. But it feels very impactful at the end. And while I don't really like how everybody's been reacting to my decision,
Stay in orbit or jump. Your call.
Or the fact that it won't let me explain why I made the decision very well, it's overall a really nice, impactful thing on the overall story. And that's nice, you know, that's a really neat thing for it to have. You know, it's sort of like, if you want to see really properly impactful story design, play Final Fantasy XIV online. When you start that game, as with any game of that nature, you are a nobody. Because of course you are. As you progress through the game and you do bigger and more epic adventure, you become known, and the further you go along in continued stories and the more you interact with people as you become known, their interactions with you change in such a way to make it feel like you personally, your character, is having a proper impact on the world around you. That's rare in game design. Most stories kind of like, you know, you've literally saved the world more than once and people still treat you like you're just some person. Oh, sure, they treat you friendly. They, quote, know you, but they don't treat you like you've saved the world. And Final Fantasy XIV was written to reflect the fact that you've saved the world, that you've saved entire kingdoms and civilization and etc. So, anyway, that's why I like the Terramorph quest, because it's one of the quest lines where it does feel like you've had an impact, and when you interact with people after it, they treat you
right on target.
like you've had an impact. Ooh, that's another thing I love about this game. The pretty vistas. Man, I have taken so many more photos of things in this game.
Hydrocarbons in abundance. Let us see how they have arranged themselves.
Kind of following your lead here, Andresia. You tell me where to go. Or I'll pretend you're telling me where to go, and for immersion's sake, I will just go where the quest marker is. This feels too important to be wearing this outfit. I don't know what we're doing here, but I can wear something nice. How about something like that? Nah. I'm not a dress person. Yeah. And I can take off my mask. Much better.
There is little I can offer to show you how much I care, how much you mean to me. Whatever House Varun deems proper could not work, because you are not House Varun. And whatever marriage traditions you might have would not be appropriate for me.
I don't need a ceremony or a party or anything else. Just you.
And I love you for feeling that way. But I did think of something. This place, where we stand now, is the first place I was brought upon leaving my city, Dasra. The first time I had ever left my home planet. As you know, I was never allowed to know the way back home. That frightened me. But at the same time, I was suddenly aware of not just one planet, but a whole universe I had never seen. That is a feeling I had not experienced again until I met you.
That's a lot to live up to.
You have already done so. There is no need for you to worry. But there is more. Buried here is something of great value to me. Something I wish you to have. It is best, I think, if you are the one to retrieve it.
Is that a sword made out of, well, sort of weirdly and awkwardly attached to the skull of some creature? I love it.
You hold in your hands the most treasured item I could give you.
This is... I've never seen anything like it.
No, you certainly have not. There is a reason for that, and I hope when I explain why, you will understand what this means. In my culture, every child is entrusted with a pet groat. They are domesticated creatures native to my planet. Smelly, cantankerous, but their milk is a staple of our diet. We raise the groat. We care for it, we milk it. And when we come of age, we slaughter the groat and fashion its skull into a dagger.
You turned your childhood pet into a weapon.
I did. Through this groat, we are shown the connection that we have to the Great Serpent. That all things serve the Serpent and can be tools for his use in more ways than one.
This sounds a very personal to you object.
I am glad that you can appreciate that. Every member of House Baroon has a dagger like this. We are instructed to keep them at our side at all times. The Great Serpent is always with us, as is the danger of those who defy and oppose him. But that constant connection to the Great Serpent is a liability to those of us sent out into the settled systems. So when we first leave our home, we hide it.
You should be proud of who you are. You shouldn't have to hide it.
I am proud. I have always been. But my mission dictated that my origins remain concealed. So for years, this dagger has remained buried here, hidden from the world. But now, I believe you should have it. With it, I hope you can understand that I trust you completely. That I know you will care for this the way you care for me. And that we are connected in a way that is now truly unique in the settled systems, in all of creation. I love you, and I am yours, wholly and completely.
I don't have a skull dagger of my own, but my heart is yours.
I know, dearest, and I love you for it. Whew. Now, surely there is some other grand adventure that awaits us. We should go and meet it head on.
That's the other reason that I love you, Andreja. You don't get in on all this sappy stuff. You like it to a certain degree, but it's time to go and do other things. Let's go do other things. These plants are really pretty. Well, that sucks. So I wanted to drop it, not to not have it. I wanted to put it somewhere. I wonder if I can do that through decorations. Probably not, but, you know. I can! Oh, yeah. That's honestly even better because it allows me to... Aww! Okay, okay. If I can't place it right there... let's see. I don't want it to be in the way because people do walk up here. Let's grab a table. Something that looks good, relatively speaking. Not sure that's it. It's definitely got to be some kind of a table that I can see. I'll be honest, I kind of like that. It's very ornate. We'll see what other options are here. No. Okay. I know there's some other options in some other locations in this game, though. What kind of shelving is there? Probably not what I'm looking for. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to utilize this like I want to, but let's go ahead and see what we can see. Well, no, too far. Come on, come on. Right there. Hopefully. Oh, wait. Did I see that? No, no, no. Hold on, hold on. Nope. Okay. Well, if I can't put it on there, then I'm not going to put that there. How about them apples? Alright, probably not cabinets. Ooh, that's neat. No. I don't know. Yeah, no, no. Oh, like actual displays. Okay. Well, let's see what kind of tables. It's probably large scale tables. Yeah. That could actually be really interesting if we can place it in a place where it is... Hold on. I don't even know if we can get up there to do this right. A huge table for nothing else but this. Right up front and center.
We have liftoff. Orbital insertion completed.
Yeah. I like it. Now, let's go see if we can actually do this mission for Sam.
Smooth jump. Nice work.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective.
What didn't I get rid of? Oh! Wait, no. No, I did put stuff in there. Like, that was the whole point. Ugh. We really doing this?
There you are. Bounty on your head's gone nice and fat.
Blah, blah, blah. If you want credits, I've got plenty.
Can't expect a negotiation.
I'm with the Crimson Fleet. You wanna fight?
Hate to say it, but you got a lot more firepower than I was expecting. I guess we're done here. For now, anyway.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yet Another reason to join the Crimson Fleet and choose to stay with the Crimson Fleet at the end of that mission. For those times when you just don't even want to deal with a fight with the bounty hunters. Assuming that you also have the wanted trait. Okay. What contraband do I have? Did I not drop a Varoon? I bet I did not. You know, don't think any worse of me, Andreja, but I'm just gonna jettison this. I don't want a single Varoon heretic pamphlet to be causing me to potentially fail contraband scans. And besides, I've got a few of them back with the others.
Approaching ship. You've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. You're good to go.
Thank you.
Landing site locked. Take us in.
I have, however, been going for a few hours now without any real breaks.
Do you need something, Captain?
Before we head out, I am going to go ahead and take a short rest. So I'll be back. And we're back. Now, let's go see if Sam, if we're ready to ditch Andresia. No, but, I mean, as an active companion, yes.
Expansion must be very difficult for Aquila, with the native wildlife being what it is.
I mean, yes and no. They can build more walls. What a perfect day for this. Sam, ready to go?
Anytime you're ready.
Theoretically, I'm ready. And Andresia, it's up to you. Am I ready?
There's something you should know up front. I'm a Co. As in Solomon Co., first man on Aquila. That tale I mentioned before, the one I think is connected to an artifact, it's something of a family legend. After Planetfall, Solomon spent years mapping Aquila, and he found a tiny little patch of nothing on his sensors. The kind of nothing an artifact produces. He called it the Empty Nest. Said it was a place even the wildlife of Aquila wouldn't go.
Hold on a second. I just need to bask in your celebrity status.
Okay. Smartass. This is why I don't like bringing it up. Solomon's maps are locked up tight in the local gal bank. We'll be heading there.
So what I'm gonna do is I don't think I can assign any more crew. You know what? I'm going to look into that. Let me write that down. More crew. I'll look into that as a mod because I believe I am at max capacity unless... Well, okay, I think Sarah has a trait that allows me to go over a crew of 8. Because right now I am at 8 with Andresia, but I know I've had 9 before, and I want to say it's because of Sarah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. I believe it's her leadership trait. That allows me to actually have more. Basically, Sarah doesn't count as a member of the crew, is the way I read that. So I technically have a crew of 9.
Aquila City. Feels like I spent half my life trying to get out of this place.
Well, we're not staying. I mean, unless you want to. Hello, remember me?
Sometimes working at this branch almost feels like being at a private museum. So many remarkable things stored safely inside.
Yeah, except at a museum, people actually get to see the remarkable things. You have a lot of people trying to rob the bank recently?
Not as much as we used to. Ever since Marshal Blake took charge of the Rangers, well, things have been a lot quieter. There was a time those lock gang boys would be in here so often, we used to joke they ought to just open accounts. Gotta hand it to Marshal Blake, though. He's really got them on the run. One thing I can't say is I've never been a hostage before, and well, I think I've had my fill of that for a while.
That actually, I wasn't expecting that answer. That sounds terrible. Like, you shouldn't be... Never mind. Alright, we're going down to the vault.
If I can ever help, just swing on by.
All right. The family has a few different deposit boxes secured in here, so let's look around. Here's a copy of the key. Okay, now remember, Solomon was from an earlier generation, so it's not going to be on a slate. Big bundles of paper is what we're after. All right, let's see. And you did it.
People sure do like their sand sculptures around here. Found a note.
Oh, no. Jacob. Of course that old mule saw this coming.
I'm walking into drama. This is the part where I walk into drama.
You gonna be like this the whole way? Damn it. I was hoping to avoid the estate. Cora's gonna be so mad.
Alright, who's Jacob? Why would Cora be mad?
Because I told her we wouldn't have time to check in with her. Look, I was trying not to do this, okay?
We could take a break. Let you brood in a dark corner somewhere.
Trust me. The last thing I want to do is think more about it. Let's just get going.
Alright. This is one of those moments in a quest where...
That's the rock. Ranger Central. Not a bad part, too.
Technically, I shouldn't be leading the way right now. I shouldn't know where this is. Or...
Poor Mr. Crowley.
Sam should have
I swear
said
that Galbank branch is cursed.
something to the effect of, I don't want to go there or whatever, but here's where we're going. I'll meet you there, right? And then here's your map marker. Anyway.
Sam Coe finally decides to darken our doorstep again.
You know why I'm here.
Oh? And what's that? You come to your senses? Realize where you ought to be for once?
I ain't asking again.
You ain't asked once. Let's hear it. I want you to say the words about what's more important to you than family.
Okay, this was a mistake.
The only mistake I'm seeing here is you. Bringing your Constellation lackey here instead of my granddaughter.
Watch your mouth.
Come to help Sam loot his ancestry? You're not getting those maps. Full stop.
I got just as much right to those maps as anyone else in this family.
That's exactly right, Sam. We all share Solomon's legacy. Only some of us are around to live up to it, and some of us aren't.
All right, that's enough. Come on, let's you and I talk. In private.
Welcome home, Sam. Make your visit short, okay? It's what you do.
Any day you make it through is a victory in my book.
So,
Give me a sec. All right, let's talk options.
need a minute? Want to talk about it?
No, I don't. It's just... It's been a while, but this is how it goes. Every time.
He mentioned his granddaughter. Maybe Cora could help?
No, no, no. I mean, this is no place for her, okay? The less time she spends with Jacob, the better.
What's wrong? You didn't mind her coming along until this came up.
I made a decision a long time ago about how my little girl gets raised. And it doesn't include Jacob Coe, okay? Leave it at that.
We need those maps, Sam. She could help.
Damn it. Fine. We'll go get her. If there's any other options, I'd appreciate doing those first.
Well, why don't I go talk to your father? I'm a very persuasive person. But first, I'm gonna look around your house. Or his house. Tape? Nope. I would never steal. Okay, that's completely untrue. Just a guess, this was Sam's room. Whoops. I didn't expect there to be another door down here that goes back out to the city. I just figured, oh, another room. But apparently I was wrong. Nice little private garden. Well, pseudo-private. They don't have a gate. I mean, people want to get in places. A gate isn't going to stop them either, but you know what I mean. Okay, so if that was Sam's room, this would be Cora's room, almost certainly. And based on what I'm seeing, it would appear that Cora is treated a lot better. Jacob, let's talk.
What do you want? Constellation?
What's your problem with Constellation?
You mean besides the fact that you're some independent group that doesn't know where your loyalties lie? Or are you referring to the fact that my granddaughter lives in your clubhouse rather than in her family home?
Sounds to me like your granddaughter enjoys living in that clubhouse. Also, fuck you. We need those maps.
Well, that's not your decision, is it? It's co-property by birthright. It stays here.
Would you like to bet on that? Look, man, we just want to follow up on Solomon's work.
You really believe that, don't you? Can't believe I'm saying this. But if it'll get you out of my hair, then fine. You can have the maps. They're in the other room, here. Key.
Thank you. Ass. Okay. If this is his room... What's up, Sam?
Alright, let's see if we can find the empty nest. Alright, let me think. The way I heard it, the readings he was getting were normal at first, then they bottomed out. And no creature, alien or otherwise, would dare step inside. There. Found it. Oh boy. That's a problem.
Whatever it is, we can handle it.
Well, you ain't wrong. But let's take a look at what we're up against. First, it's in the middle of the frontier, which we already expected. No problems there, but the usual tussling with alien wildlife. But the empty nest is a cave right in the middle of Shaw Gang territory. Same outlaws who held up Galbank.
Kinda hoping we were done with them.
Me too. But there's no helping it. We're gonna have to get through them and the local wildlife to get to that cave.
Well, let's go then. Alley-oop. Well, that's a big fella.
Were you celebrating something?
Don't need these things sneaking up behind us while we're doing our work. Where are you at, Sam? Oh, Sam. There you are. Hey,
Shaw and her gang are strong-arm types. Robbery, assault, murder. You know.
trust me, I do. You mind waiting here? I'll take care of things.
Whatever you say, I'll be waiting.
I think, in fact, let me make sure of some things here. And we might be using something other than my current loadout. Da, 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 da. That's not the one I'm looking for anyway. We're looking for the EM Orion. Okay. EM beams. So here's the problem. It's EM beams, but it's not stealth lasers, because the two don't seem to... you know what? I need to change that. That has a focus nozzle. Stealth lasers are part of the barrel options. Okay. Yeah, this has stealth lasers. The range is 61. No, the range is 55. This doesn't have that much better of a range. Though I do need to change this to have a scope instead. We'll do that later too. However, this does massive EM damage, so... comparatively speaking. Yeah, we'll have to go through all of these and reevaluate. Huh. Interesting potential option. Okay. I think they're behind a door. Not like they don't know I'm here. Y'all made your choices. Time to live with them. Or die with them, as the case may be.
When's Shaw coming back? We need to talk about that bank job. She should have been there.
Boss can't be at every job. It's not how things work.
Everything going sideways ain't how things are supposed to work either. Not much of a Shaw gang if Shaw never shows up.
She'll be back soon. You can complain all you want to her face.
Someone's out there! One down! You're not taking Under fire! Damn it. Gotcha!
Eh?
Nobody's gonna miss you.
I'm apparently missing you. Methinks somebody might be clipping into a floor. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta wait for them to pop out of the ground. Ain't that a cute little operating system noise? Just absolutely adorbs. For the record, I have no idea what that sound is. I want to say it's a sound, well, obviously it's a sound bug, but I want to say it's a sound bug from grenade launcher or something, because I was getting shot with explosives. This location has sound bugs and other weird phenomena in every other time I play this a save where I go through this quest. I don't know what the deal is there. Like, but this location specifically, the Shaw Gang Empty Nest, whatever, has a commonality to it that causes sound bugs, specifically sound. Been through here before where it was doing some kind of like crackling sound. Like that, but not exactly the same. and there was, I can't remember what the other one was, but there, again, I've been through here with various sound bugs happening, and I don't, you know, fully don't know what this area, what is unique about this area that causes that. But there's apparently something. Okay, so they set up a target practice location, and on the immediate other side, they set up a chair and a couch. I'm not saying that is a bad design from Bethesda's standpoint. No. In fact, quite the opposite. I'm saying that's hilarious because that is a great set dressing that shows you how stupid the Shaw Gang is. I do wish one thing from the graphics department. I wish that the cereal containers weren't the giant cereal containers for most of them. I wish all of the cereal containers were the smaller ones, like you get with, I think Marshmallow Bits is one that has a small container. There's a few small container cereals, and it would make more sense if all of the cereal was done as like an individual packaging style, mostly because that's how everything is packaged, you know. Like in this game, the aesthetic is almost everything is individual packaging. Speaking of, I mentioned earlier that I love the little oishii packages of like soba and sushi and stuff. There's one thing I don't like about those, and it's similar to the UC battle packs. It's a usage element of them. So looking at them, like I said, almost everything in this game has a sort of individual element to it. Now, the Oishii packs, however, have this, which is essentially 12? I think it's 12. It doesn't specifically say here. Okay. So if we look at a mini bite, or in this case a mini slurp, serves 1. Net weight 28 grams. Mass 0.30, so there you go. Then you look at the miso soup, and that looks like about 3. It does. It says it right there. Serves 3. Okay. And then you have a multi-pack that is basically 4 of the packs that serve 3. So, hey, that should serve 12, right? The problem, it doesn't. If you go to eat a multi-pack, you just eat the multi-pack. It doesn't provide you any additional, like, it's just fed for 30 minutes, and you eat it. It weighs more. Fed for 30 minutes. Serves 1. Fed for 30 minutes. Like, my issue is when you eat one of these, let's say you break in, you go to eat a multi-pack, it should remove the multi-pack from your inventory, then add 2 mini slurps and 3 of these to your inventory. And for the record, the weight should add up to the appropriate amount. Like, I don't know why this weighs 0.50 and this weighs 1.50. This should weigh, in fact, slightly more than 2, because this doesn't have a carrying handle. Similarly, this doesn't have an exterior container, whereas this one does. So, my point is that it should be relative to the thing that you are eating, and it should break it down. And then, you know, then so when you break into this, it breaks it down into, you eat 1 and it breaks it down into 2 of these and 3 of these. You eat 1 of these, it breaks it down into 2 more of these. So you lose 1, obviously. And then the UC, where is it? UC Battle Pack is the same thing. This is a UC Battle Pack. It's these 4 little things. The UC Battle Meal Pack contains 3 of them. But the only difference between... And essentially what it's telling you is you're eating all 3 of these and you're gaining a little bit of carry capacity for 12 minutes instead of less carry capacity for 7 minutes. It should just... It should just break down the UC Battle Meal multi-pack into 2 packs in your inventory. Just do that. There aren't, and that's the weird thing. So aside from the Oishii ones that clearly should be broken down, and I will say this does appear to be a single package meant to serve 3, but it could still break it down. Or, go with me here, fed for 30 minutes for 1, fed for 60 minutes for this one, because it's 3 meals. Note, I'm not saying fed for 90 minutes, because it's diminishing returns. And if you eat a whole multi-pack, fed for 90 minutes, massive diminishing returns for eating 4 meal packs that each serve 3. That's another way I think they should have done it. And then in terms of the cereals, let's see. Okay, so Ships of the Line comes in this giant box. The reason I don't think any of the cereals should come in this giant box, or again, if it does, it should break it down either by like giving you smaller packs, or similarly give you an additional fed for 60 minutes or something. Where's the, I believe It's called Marshmallow treat cereal. Okay, that's in a larger box. These are all individually packaged. Oof, I wish I could remember. Which cereal Well, I can't remember, and I'm not going to go through it, but there is a smaller cereal box in this game, and it feels like because you can get the large cereal boxes out of a vending machine. That doesn't... come on, that doesn't work. That's silly. They should have all been individual, small, single servings because that's how almost everything else is arranged. And it would make sense for the vending machines to be giving you individual cereal boxes. And in fact, what I would say to that is, I think that those vending machines the marshmallow treats vending machines should specifically give you a small single serving box of milk along with a single serving sized cereal. Cause in theory they should be packaged together, right? And sure, if you want to, you could break it down as well. Well, that's just my opinion on that, obviously. You and me, buddy. I think I already collected from this one. Yeah. I still have to collect Sam. Alright. Let's go gather Sam up. Thanks for waiting, Sam. I appreciate it. Let's head out.
Like this, be perfect nest for the Ashton. Something's keeping them away.
Let's go find out what.
Let's do it.
I never liked him anyway.
Big mistake, pal.
know what we need? More cutters.
Well, they don't need it.
I feel like the cutters, I understand and like that they don't have an ammo to them, but they clearly have a battery. And I feel like the battery should be replaced and or recharged from time to time, and that could be an option to either be modded in or whatever. The idea that, you know, you have a recharging unit or just a replaceable battery, and like the simple way that you do that is that if you don't replace the so let's go to the cutter. The cutter, you fire it, and if you're not cheating like I am, the power like the 100 goes down, and then you just wait for it, and it recharges back up. Okay. There's a way to do it where it has damage. Okay, it has a level of damage it does. I've increased that using a mod, but the point is that there is a level of damage, and for the record, that damage actually is how you mine. Each object requires you to use a cutter laser, but it also requires you to do X amount of damage before it breaks the thing, and it gives you whatever resources you're mining. I know that that's how it works because when I increased the damage of my cutter, it did a lot more. It mines like super fast now. So the way I think it should work is as your battery is used up over time, and you know, you can just like every time you in fact, if you use your cutter down to 0%, it should reduce the battery by 1 total percentage point, you know. And the way that would work is until you recharge it, as it reduces its overall capacity. Here, let me, well, that's not a good example. Okay, so here we have my super powerful cutter and a couple of different kinds of things to mine. Without powering it up, which is what those little arrows just did, I'm just gonna fire it once real quick. Bam! Got my stuff. Bam! Got my stuff. Okay. Now, let's go grab a cutter that is not super modified with cheat levels of improvement. And without tuning it up, let's go mine the exact same 2 rocks and see how long it takes. It doesn't take long, but still. Now we'll power it up. Ooh, full power. Blam! Okay. So, with that in mind, what I would do if I modded, if I made mods, which I don't, because I don't want to. What I would do is have it so that as you are using up your before EM, as you are using up your battery too much. And you could either do it by how much you use, period, like basically every time you use. In fact, let's just do it that way. Since it counts down from 100, every time you use a full 100, whether it's in 1 blast or 10 blasts or whatever, over time it'll count down from 100 to 99, 98, 97, etc. Every time you reach 100, it reduces overall battery capacity, and it could literally be reflected in the, because it says 100 out of 100, it could say 99 out of 99, 98 out of 98, as you use up 100, points. And you have to either replace the main battery or recharge it. If you choose to do either, it sets it back to 100, and you can keep going from there. And the recharging station would just be a thing that you could have, like, as a decoration, or, there's options. And the batteries, well, I mean, you just allow the batteries to exist.
What? Don't get me though.
But I will.
Oh, we make a hell of a team.
Anyway, I just think
If we get ourselves a nice cozy campfire, you can have a good time in a cave.
completely infinite cutter is fine, but this is my point. You've got batteries for them. So obviously they do trade out batteries.
All you.
It would just be another immersion element to add to the game that I think would be neat. Oh, and I didn't explain, as your battery capacity goes down, what I would do is just reduce the damage capacity of the cutter at the equivalent manner, so it would take longer to mine things. And here's my question, why did that take so long? That shouldn't have taken that long. I don't know what just happened there. My cutters have a 300 damage increase, and clearly it was. I might have to look into that. Anyway, doesn't matter. You know. Okay, there we go. Oh, and when you're in the scanner, if you don't already have a cutter out, and you pull out a weapon, it automatically pulls out your cutter. I would like a change to that. I understand, but I would like two changes to that. Well, no, it'd be one change. I would like to set my cutter. I would like to be able to set the default scanner weapon. And here's how they could do that too without changing hardly anything. You'll note there's nothing in the center of this wheel. Put the scanner weapon, like label that center as scanner weapon. And whatever you put in the center, that's your that's the thing that you will automatically pull out when you have a scanner